Hello everyone. So let us go through some of the updates from the Atlassian ecosystem, and this week we have some interesting updates, and I wanted to talk about updates related to Bitbucket because recently I've been trying to use and learn more about the changes in Bitbucket. Okay, so the first update is about the pipelines. Now, we all know that when it comes to Bitbucket, you also have the option to create and use pipelines. Basically, you can create your workflow. And I'm not talking about Jira workflow, I'm talking about the workflow that we have in Bitbucket. Basically, you can have pipelines where you can configure different things that you want to do in your CI/CD, right? Maybe you want to run a job somewhere and then you want to trigger a build. So these things are possible, and we know that Bitbucket pipelines can do that. I am trying to learn and see how these things work. In fact, we have tried in our company because when we develop Forge apps, we want to run some test, and I definitely want to share a bit more and maybe show you some examples. But the update is that when it comes to pipelines, we have now the parent and child pipelines. So this is good. I'm happy about this update, and I believe this will help a lot of teams for achieving complex workflows. Now, the idea here is that when you have a pipeline, you can actually refer another pipeline, and that another pipeline will be like a child pipeline. And the way it works is you have to define your another pipeline, and then you can mention that pipeline as a custom pipeline in your parent pipeline. So if you go to this documentation, and of course, don't worry about the links. You will find the links in the description. There is some sample YAML file. So if you notice here, you have to basically include here custom tag, I believe, and you have to specify the pipeline name, and the other pipeline will have the details that you want to configure for that particular pipeline. So basically, using this method, this new feature in Bitbucket, you can actually achieve parent and child pipeline. So this is interesting, and I think this will help a lot of teams. And you can also have modular pipelines. Basically, you can refer to another pipeline within your YAML YAML configuration. So this is interesting. I'm quite happy that overall I'm seeing a lot of updates on Bitbucket and Atlassian Analytics. So I do have an update on Atlassian Analytics as well. So I think Atlassian is doing quite a lot, and I think it is a bit difficult to be on top of everything. Like, as an Atlassian consultant, we need to know a lot, and I think if you're following these sessions or my podcast, my videos, I'm trying to help you, right? So it is very important that you stay up to date with all these things happening in the Atlassian ecosystem. Okay, so this is about the Atlassian Bitbucket pipeline. The next update is about the pull request comment and pull request task ID. Now, this is just a small change. I think Atlassian has done this to prepare for future. Basically, the length of the comment ID of pull request and the task ID of the pull request is now it will be now changed from int32 to int64, right? So this could be interesting. I think there is no immediate change for everyone, but it is good to know that there is a change happening, and it seems like this is done to support enterprise clients because their commit IDs or task IDs can have big numbers, because a lot of developers are working on the code. So I think this is something that Atlassian has done to keep in mind the scale or big teams. So this is good to know, right? So I thought I'll probably mention this because this could be interesting, although it's a small thing, but always good to know, right? And by the way, when we work with our clients, we work with a variety of people. Like, we work with stakeholders, we work with project managers, we work with non-technical people, technical people, we work with CTOs, and you never know what kind of questions they can ask. And as a consultant, unfortunately or fortunately, we need to be aware of a lot of things, which is a bit difficult. And that is why these small things, even though it may seem like a very small change, but we need to know, right? And I also recommend you to learn about these things. The next update is about the Atlassian Analytics. I'm hoping to get access to Atlassian Analytics because I know it's a very powerful tool from Atlassian to report on Jira data, and it seems like reading this update, using Atlassian Analytics, you can also fetch the teams and team members. So I think this is interesting. I think when you're working with teams, I know Teams was not massively useful when it first came, and I think for a long time as well, but recently Teams are getting a lot of updates, and I think you can now associate Teams with your actual people and groups, and you can also report on it using Atlassian Analytics. I'm hoping to get access to Atlassian Analytics, and once I have access, of course, I will share wonderful things that we can do with Atlassian Analytics. For the time being, for clients on DC, we rely on external tools. We rely on EasyBI for reporting, and it is mostly, to be honest, external tools, because these external tools can pull data from Jira and they can report on it. And that is how I think Atlassian Analytics works. But it is a tool from Atlassian, so I hope it will have some ready-made templates to create reports for everyone. And I'm still not sure how Atlassian Analytics reports will work with Jira. I mean, I know it can report on Jira, but how can users view those reports? Will they be able to add a gadget somewhere, or it's all separate environment or instance of Atlassian Analytics? Anyways, I thought I'll probably mention this, but hopefully in near future I will also show you a bit more about Atlassian Analytics. The next update is about the home dashboards, which I think I looked at briefly. I think it is only available for paid plans, not really free plans, but I think it will come for free plans. It is mentioned somewhere, and I think I also read this. And this update is about some useful features added to home dashboards. And this home dashboards, I think it is a bit dynamic. You can actually have the dashboards filter based on the assignee, or of course your standard Jira fields. And these reports are of course a bit more useful than native reports in Jira. And when it comes to home dashboards, I'm not sure whether this home dashboard will replace the dashboards, or it is just an extension. It seems like it will eventually replace the dashboards that we have. I'm not really sure about the transition plan, but it seems like it will replace. But I can be wrong, and I'm saying this because when it comes to Atlassian native dashboards, it has been there for a while. People use those dashboards, and those dashboards are based on gadgets, and gadgets are based on filters or projects, and it can be a huge transition. But I think if Atlassian is able to do something which is a bit dynamic, I mean, the problem with the dashboard is that it is not dynamic. You have to, once you create a dashboard, that is it. You have to then rely on external tools or some apps to create some useful dynamic drill down reports. So I'm keeping an eye on home dashboard. Right now it is in beta, and I think it is available for everyone. I looked at it briefly, but I don't really want to show it because I don't have a demo environment for you, unfortunately, but it is good to know. And you can see here that you have these features like dashboard insights, and then smart link widgets where you can actually paste a link. It will convert it to a video or maybe a bit more useful content instead of just hyperlink. And you have a live drill down, which is great, right? We need this. And then you also have reports based on Jira service management. So this is interesting. I mean, you should definitely learn about this, even if you're a Jira user, or if you're just starting to use Jira. I think you should know that the reporting in Jira is going to be better soon, right? People always complain about poor reports in Jira, which is, I hope, going to change. Okay, so let us talk about a few other things. So we have an upcoming event on 8th of August. There is an event in Hyderabad. I went to one of the event, in fact, yesterday in Gurgaon. That was interesting. It was all about Rovo and Atlassian Forge. It was basically a workshop, and I met few people there, and it was great to catch up with old friends. So if you are in Hyderabad, or if you are planning to go to Hyderabad, there is an event happening on 8th of August. And this event, I'm not really sure about the title, but I think it says, okay, so it's just, like some chat, like listen from Atlassian experts at Test Triangle. So I think it is just, a normal catch-up kind of a meetup, no specific topic. It's all about latest updates from the Atlassian ecosystem, something a bit similar to what I'm doing right now. But anyways, I think when you meet people in person, it is different. It is always different. Oh, so they have a tag here, Atlassian Intelligence. So yeah, go ahead and attend the event. Okay, so the next update is basically the blog of the week. So we recently published this blog where we talked about like from our perspective, when you should be using automation rules, when you should be using Scriptner, when you should be using some other external automations. So we just talked about this, a bit more in detail. Of course, when it comes to automations, you have to be careful. You have to think about the problem that you're solving right now, but also think about the problem that it might become in the next 6 months. So whenever you are trying to solve a problem, like using automation or any automation like Scriptner, always think about feature, right? So I'm obviously more inclined towards using a Scriptner, or if you're on Jira Cloud, using Forge. But if you want to learn more about when to use what, I think this blog and also a video, I think we also made a video, I think that will help you. Okay, so the last update is about this video which I posted. Now, if you are working in Jira, and especially if you're working in a big company, especially in being big company, you might notice, I think it can also happen in small companies, because this problem is not really a small company, big company problem. It's a problem for everyone. But I know, working with enterprise, they tend to open very old bugs and they just reopen it. I think it is not a good idea. You should always create a new bug and then maybe link it to an old bug. So that is basically the summary. Like, try not to reopen very old bugs, right? Or maybe keep the bug in done state and then close it after some time. But once you have your release done and it has been 6 months or 2 years, it's okay, open a new bug. So in this video I just elaborated on this topic. So I thought I'll share this. This video can be interesting. We make, of course, regular videos on Jira and Atlassian tools. So if you want to stay in touch and also learn more about Jira, Atlassian tools a bit more in detail, I think these videos will help you. Okay, so that is it. I know, not really a lengthy update today, but we still talked about some significant updates. And just a couple of other things. I mean, we have a WhatsApp channel. You'll find the link. We also have this portal called training.sparxsys.com. So if you want to, enroll for upcoming training, or maybe, if you want to refer to our free courses, I mean, we have a couple of, I think, one free course and one paid course. Do consider, joining here. And of course, subscribe to our channels, Sparxsys and Ravi Sagar channel. Okay, so that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this session, in this video, in this podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening to this and you also learned something new today. Thank you very much.